But first, Britain's King Charles III has been diagnosed with cancer. Buckingham Palace did not disclose the type of cancer. Officials say it was discovered during Charles' scheduled treatment for an enlarged prostate. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Charlie D'Agata has more from London.
King Charles was last seen in public just yesterday, waving at well-wishers before attending church with Queen Camilla in Sandringham. The revelation came just 1 week after the 75-year-old king was discharged from the hospital where he underwent treatment for a benign enlarged prostate. During that procedure, the palace says, a separate issue of concern was noted. Subsequent diagnostic tests have identified a form of cancer. His Majesty today commenced a schedule of regular treatments. He's been advised to postpone public-facing duties. King Charles told his sons, Prince William and Harry, personally. We understand Prince Harry will soon fly back to the UK to be with his father and family. It's the latest health scare for the royals after the Princess of Wales was admitted to a London hospital last month to undergo abdominal surgery. Charles's cancer diagnosis comes just 17 months after he became king. Since then, he's picked up the non-stop public engagements where his mother, Queen Elizabeth, left off. The fact Charles will continue to undertake official business as usual is a good sign, says Sunday Times correspondent Roy Anika.
Constitutionally, the King Charles ship sails on. What we're not going to see is a lot of him, in person on public duties for the next, for how long it takes for him to have this treatment.
And Charlie joins us now from outside Buckingham Palace. Charlie, what are things like outside the palace?
Well, Jeff, there haven't been huge crowds here, mostly tourists. Everybody's shocked. The bigger question is the sort of impact that it's had nationwide. We kind of got a heads up just before 6 o'clock local time. Those are the local broadcasts here. And it was all over the BBC News, all over the local news, ITV. Because this is huge. A monarch just going to the hospital is a big story. If you remember, any time Queen Elizabeth went to the hospital, that was huge. And King Charles has just come out of the hospital. And then, it's a disease that so many people around the world have shared in, tragically. So there's a sense of shock, a sense of unknowing what tomorrow is going to bring, and knowing that Prince William is now going to have to step up into these royal duties.
Prince William stepping up, and also now Prince Harry is going to be flying from California to visit in the coming days. What are folks saying about that?
Well, we spoke to a couple of people, including Roy Anika, who you saw there and you've spoken to in the past. And ultimately, I think we have to remember, or they tell us we have to remember, this is a family, after all. There may be differences. There are certainly divides in terms of public opinion. There are divides within the family itself. It's they call it the firm. It's a business as well as a family. But this is a time that Prince Harry, Prince William, and their father, King Charles, would all gather together. Mm-hmm. And I think we have to be careful about reading too much into the urgency of Prince Harry coming. If it was my dad or somebody else's dad and there was a diagnosis like that, you'd want to be there. And I think that's the understanding now. It's not necessarily that something is urgent, that certainly we're being pushed away from that, from the royal family. But this is just a young man who wants to be with his father with a diagnosis as this. And we do know with certainty that Prince Charles made sure that his sons both knew the diagnosis and the announcement before the announcement was made public.
Charlie, agree with you on that point. I think it is a very good point about Harry. The king was open with his prostate diagnosis in hopes of promoting men's health and awareness. Now, I guess some questions are being asked about how open the royal family wants to be with his cancer treatment, especially since they haven't specified what kind of cancer it is.
Well, Jeff, I think this is the point. So the palace, as we know, they're very careful about the information that they give away and the way they give that information out. So what we do know is that we're not going to see King Charles for a while. He made an appearance, at that church service just yesterday. Probably the last we're going to see of him in public for a while, which may hint at the kind of treatment that he may be undergoing. But this is a time for the family to sort of come together. And I think King Charles has always been this sort of beacon of good health. He's all about organic food. He has an organic food line. And the fact that he shared what was going on with his prostate situation, and now he's sharing this cancer situation, makes you realize, first of all, that this isn't something that they can hide, but it's something that the rest of the world also relates to.
Okay, Charlie, thank you very much.